Hey everybody, Jesse here, bringing you a video review of the new Warlock Tiles tabletop gaming system pieces. I'm going to be reviewing the Warlock Tiles Town and Village set, Town and Village 1 set. I'll quickly show you the box here and then run down everything that's in it and give you a quick look at the individual pieces. So this is the Wizkids brand. Answer to Dwarven Forge and other such modular tabletop design sets. So at this point they've done the Town and Village 1 and Dungeon Tiles 1 and the expansion pack 1. I'll either include photos in the video somehow or drop them in comments below. So those three are out. We've had them in at Comics Connection already. If we don't have any on the shelf when you come in, just talk to one of us and we'll get some on order for you. I think if you are interested in gaming and like the more immersive terrain aspect instead of just drawn on a map, this is a great thing to jump into, and hopefully this review will give you some insight into what these are actually like and how they work. There's more coming as far as the Warlock Tiles. I think they're just getting started with this stuff. There's a Doors and Archway pack coming that is not part of the modular system. I think it will work with it, but I think it's meant to be a standalone piece just for like doors and archways and different things that you can just use with other terrain. It doesn't have clip-ins like the stuff I'm going to show you here. They're going to be doing a Town and Village 2 and a Dungeon 2, which is similar to the same sets I'm going to show you now, but they have like full height walls. The initial two sets have half walls so that it's a less obscured view of your pieces as they're on the table. There's going to be a set of summoning circles, which I believe, like the Doors and Archways, will be more of just like you can lay them on any tabletop. They don't have to be part of the modular system. And then another set of stairs and ladders, which will be like curved stairs and cornered stairs and different things that will snap into these grid pieces that I'm about to start showing you. So the Warlock Tiles Town and Village set that I just showed you is great if you want to build a tavern or a lab or something like that with either wood or stone floors, and it's got the classic kind of like wattle and daub texture to the exterior and the wall structures and stuff. So it looks like your classic kind of medieval fantasy village type pieces. So in this set, it comes with 24 Warlock Tiles. If you can see here, it does kind of have the 1-inch grid pattern built into it here with the seams. It's also really cool is that it's reversible, so you can have a wood floor or a stone floor. And the detail in there are really nice, and these all come pre-painted. And each of the sides has these little holes in there for the clips that snap in nice and snug. And that's all the way in, and when you get another one, I've moved them out of the way now, they just kind of snap together. I'll show you here with one of the door pieces. So here's one of the doors. I believe this is the interior side of the door, and this is the exterior. And you can push the door and it swings open like that. Nice detail on that texture and everything. And the reason I think this is the inside because it has the slot there to snap into your pieces here. So it kind of snaps in at first, and that's kind of loose. I don't know if you can see that yet great. And then you just push it. They are a little bit snug to snap together, and there you go. So that's your basic floor with the door piece there, and then you just wiggle them apart. Being plastic or vinyl or whatever these are, they do snap and sound like they're breaking, but they're not. That's just the ridges clicking into place. So you get a whole little bag of 90 of these, and then there's two other ones, which I'm not sure which ones are which because I don't think the directions specify, but the box says it comes with 8 dragon lock clips and 8 open lock clips. I'm not holding these in view. I'm not sure which one's which, but they're definitely different from the other ones, the regular ones, or what they specifically do. Yeah, it does come with a little instruction book and some more of the products on the back. So here's the summoning circles, here's the doors and archways and whatnot, and then there's a little description of how to use these pieces in here. Now, not all the stuff pictured in the description are in this set. So like I said, you get 24 of these double-sided tiles. You get 4 2-inch plaster walls, which is this. And the little holes at the end, I'll show you what they go for. And then there's 4, so there's 4 of those. There's 4 more of those that are cracked. I don't know if you can see the detail there, but it's got like a crack in the plaster there. Some nice little different effects. And at the end, if this is the end of your wall, this is, you get 8 of these wood corner pillars. So it just looks like a wooden beam, but it has this little peg on the end there that just snaps right into this little hole like that, to kind of cap off your wall when another wall comes up against it like that on your set. I'll show you when I show you the whole fortress thing I built here. Fortress, it's not a fortress. So 24 of the tiles, 4 of the walls, 4 of the cracked versions of the walls. You get 4 2-inch half windows, which I'll show you in I used all of them in my little build here. And the cool thing about these is the windows, it looked like they were inversed. The exterior of the window was inside, on the inside of this. But the window itself, the whole little sill and frame around the window, like, can pop out and you can flip it whichever way you want it to go. And I'll show you those. So let's see what else. You get 4 2-inch doors and 4 1-inch doors. So you get 4 of these double doors that also open. And it's got the clips down at the bottom, and 4 of these doors. You get 15 interior plaster walls that are 2-inch wide. Now, there's 3 different designs. I don't know if you can see all these. And they're slightly different on each side. So if you're doing some interior half walls, these are really nice. They've got these little metal plates on the bottom that slide right in between the 2 tiles without having to use the snap system. You have 5 interior doors, so the same thing, but it's a door. It's got the little metals that just slide down in between over the clips. These doors do not open. And the only beef I have with any of the designs so far is the doors only have handles or latches on one side of the design, both the opening ones and the non-opening ones. But otherwise, I mean, the detail is fantastic, and who knows how much attention your players have or you have. It might not be a problem. And overall, it's a very minor complaint. Let's see, there's 8 of the wood corner pillars that I showed you here that plug into the sides. 5 inside wall corners and 5 outside wall corners. So your inside one here fits right around a corner. And then your outside one goes all the way around the outside. So this isn't, I did that wrong. This is your outside one. And the inside one has the pegs there. So they would go like that for a shorter turn if you're going to have more walls like that. So 5 of each of those. 20 wood beam edge clips. So if you want to lay the tiles out and not have all the walls set up, you can just take these and they just slide right in there on the edge. Either way, it doesn't matter. And they'll go on any side because they have these holes on all 4 sides. Just kind of smooths out the look of the piece if you don't have an entire enclosed area. And it does fit into the wall pieces as well. I don't know if you can see what I did there. So this little place comes off. So you can cover out your outside edges, and then the regular clips and the two different other types of clips. So that's all that you get in the box. With the different brands or types of pieces, and you can do a lot of stuff. I will say, having played with a little bit here, you definitely want to do maybe like a row and then snap another row so you can get clips on both sides, because if you try to do any of the corner things, it doesn't quite work. And I will say this, it is a little hard snapping them together to get them to snap tightly, so be prepared for some soreness on your thumb and fingers as you push these things together. And I will say, take your time and be careful. I mean, these things are plastic. So if you push too hard, especially if you have multiple of these in a row, you don't want to push too hard and accordion bend them and break your clips or break the pieces. So just plan it out a little bit. Maybe map out what you want to do first, take a picture of it, and then go in and start taking putting your clips together before you snap it all together. Or if you don't want to use the clips, you don't have to use the clips. If your players and yourself are good enough that you don't need to use the snaps, you know, save yourself a couple minutes and don't use the clips. But there you go. All right, here you can see I have a little setup going on here, a little build. I'm using accessories from the Wizards Lab from Wizkids for D&D. It's got a bunch of the different accessories in the back over here. But you can see I've got the exterior here. The doors are open. And you can see the minis in there. These are basic Pathfinder and D&D minis. So you've got your corner. That's one of the solid corner pieces. And another one here is one of the windows. Here's what I was talking about with the exterior design. I'll show you on one of the other corners over here. The interior design is a little more basic, but the windows, and you can see the lip on the sill there and everything. It's a bit snug. I don't know if I can do this smoothly. Yeah, I don't want to ruin the whole setup here. But the window, the little window insert does pop out of this portion of the wall, and you can flip it around if you would like to. So we got a couple minis in here and some set deco for the Wizards Lab. So I've got all the wood tiles here on the entryway, and then these are the half walls here that just slide up and down with the little metal tabs into the creases between the tiles. So you can turn the tiles to where like these are all pointing in the same direction, and then you can turn them this way so you get different patterns or textures or whatever. You got another one of the interior doors that, like the wall I just pulled out, just has little metal pegs that slide down between, and I turned it to stone floor just to give something different, and just to show you the minis and different things, how they set in there. And there's another door. Again, this is one of the interior doors, so it does not open. And so that's it. That's not all the pieces. There were a couple tiles left. I just thought this would be a cool little basic setup so you can set it up. So basically they're going to be at least 2 squares wide. And you know, I could have put the walls, so everything's like 2 inches square for each set of tiles. So you can't do super narrow corridors or anything with these, at least as of yet with the way they are, unless you have other pieces that you can sit in there. But I just thought these were really cool and wanted to show them off to everybody who maybe needs a little more visual representation instead of just what the box shows you. So like I said, these are the half walls. I have not seen them in person yet, but the next set where it's the full wall, I'm imagining will come to the full height of the door here. So the top of the door, this this would come all the way up above the window here. You'd have full height on your walls. Like I said, this is half height walls. You can see your minis and the set stuff over it, which is good if you have people that are maybe sitting further back or, you know, not as close to the table. But everybody's got their different styles and the different way of doing things. And there's a couple of the other pieces that I was showing earlier. All right, so that's it for the Warlock Tiles Town and Village set. There's a lot of different configurations you can do, you know, within the grid pattern they have laid out. This is going to be a lot of fun. You know, if you want to take some time during isolation and quarantine and all that to grab a couple of these sets and build some things for the next time you get to play in person, or if you just want to build, you know, like this set, the Town and Village is great for, you know, taverns and pubs or stores in a, you know, a small town or village, even, you know, maybe kind of the low-end town in some of your bigger cities or what have you. These are great, and they do work with the dungeon tile set, but I don't have those, so I can't make any examples of them. But it's the same system, the same type of locks, the same spacing, the same walls and everything. So, but those are all more brick and stone and gray pieces. So I think in the booklet here they show the different stone walls with the stone corners and the stone archway doors. So that's not in this set, that's in the other set. So everything's more stone and brick based in that one. But you can mix and match and, you know, make huge dungeon crawls and all that for your party to explore in your next campaign or the next time you play. So come into Comics Connection. I know we've got a couple in Mechanicsburg and some down in York. So just let us know what you're looking for. We'll help you find it. And if we don't have the ones you're looking for, we'll get them on order for you. So thanks for listening to my rambling review and display of all these. I hope you enjoy it, and happy gaming.